wrist, shining on the strip. Big bank rolls that come from grinding on the tip. Yeah, you knew that this, but I'm used to
YP, man, we're on the set of my video with Jim Jones, Gettin Money. You new to this, but I'm used to it. We just keep it real like you should. Shout out to Gowhere Hip Hop. Get it to
We just keep it real like you should, nigga. We get money out fresh.
Sitting right next to me is the man of the hour, YP. How are you doing today?
I can't complain. I'm going off fumes really about like literally no sleep right now.
Really?
Yeah, really.
What have you been up to all week?
Nothing. Last night I had a party with Jim Jones at the factory.
How was that?
It was dope. Shout out to everybody that came out there.
I heard you guys didn't get home until 5. How do you have the energy to still shoot this video?
It was about a little later than 5, and I was up here at 9 o'clock shooting 8:30 shooting this video.
Well, hey, that's dedication. You're still here, and you're on time. So let's talk about how this whole collab with Jim Jones came about.
Definitely. Jim is just a homie. He had came here around like I think October or whatnot, and like he was doing like a party, and then we had just like linked at the party or whatnot, and then he just rocked with what I was doing and told me like, man, let's go to the studio after we leave the party, and that's how it kind of really came about. And we was in there for about 6, 7 in the morning. It was daylight when we walked out of there. Yeah, it was crazy.
He's doing his whole vampire life that he's been talking about.
You know, he does the vampire life thing, you know, and I don't sleep at all. So I mean, it kind of, you know, coexists. You feel me? So he rock with it, I rock with what he got going on. So
how else would you describe this career path in music? He uses vampire life. What would be your term?
Mine's no sleep. You know, yeah, I had all the mixtapes that really you know, like basically I based my career off like me never getting any rest at all. Like I don't get a chance to really sleep like that. So like all my mixtapes, like they kind of resemble that, like no sleep, still awake. You know what I'm saying? Like they kind of say the same thing. No doze. You know, that's the next one. So like.
So I've heard you all over the different radio stations in Chicago. So what are some of your other accomplishments that you've had since you started?
Best shit that ever happened was Nas told me I was dope.
Really?
Out his mouth.
When
that
was
was dope. My first night in LA. Shout out to No ID. Yeah, and Q-Tip too. That's my big homie. But Nas told me I was dope. So like I was straight after that. Yeah, I was cool. I was cool for a day.
Do you think you guys will have some kind of collab in the future?
Man, I would hope so. I mean, but I think right now my main thing is to like just focus on what I got going on and build the brand of YP. Like, you know, make people just respect what I've got going on as opposed to me just, you know, continuously doing collabs with other people. I always want to make sure I'm able to stand out on my own too. Know that.
Okay, so what inspires you music-wise?
My environment and everything that go on around me, like whether it be negativity, positivity, whatever, big bro. Ain't nothing to it. You know, whether it be like negative, positive, you know, I take it and try and always flip it to the positive and show whatever I can. So that's definitely whatever motivates me.
What do you think was the biggest challenge in this whole journey that you've had?
The biggest challenge is patience. Cause you know, like if you believe in your product as much as you want to believe in it, you know, like you want everything to happen right then and there. You know, understand you gotta crawl before you walk, and you gotta walk before you run. So like, you know, you gotta go ahead and like take it easy and one day at a time, and then learn. I mean, but you still gotta go ahead and tack it. But you know, you just gotta know that it comes to those who wait.
And then lastly, what are some of your upcoming projects now that you have?
All right. I got a mixtape coming out called No Doze.
And what made you choose that title?
Really just going off the whole theme, no sleep, still awake. It's called No Doze.
Okay.
You know, y'all the first really to hear about it. It's not really complete yet. I got some really, really big situations going for it that the people will hear about before, you know, before it comes. Thank God.
All right, and then last, just tell our audience where they can follow you more closely and find your music.
Oh man, get in tune. Twitter.com @YP27. Facebook YP Lottery Pick. Go to my website YP27.com. Man, make sure Google is everybody's friend. I'm sure we all got a smartphone. You know, my niece, my nephew, they all got one too. So they love to Google and YouTube my videos and whatnot. So, you know, Google YP. Period, you know? But just make sure you get in tune with me, though.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your time, and I'm excited to see what you do next.
See me shining, got them peeking at me, tell them VVS be the diamonds. Team full of hitters that can find if you're hiding, and they all carry clippers that'll